Hello there, and welcome to day number 50. Hard to believe, but day number 50 on the road to 2000 ELO, a rapid series. We're playing with the white pieces in this one. We're at 1775 ELO, and again, somebody who's almost exactly the same rating. So after e4, e5, we'd like to play knight f3 and knight c3 here. And it's been a while since I've played this, so let's see if we still know our opening theory here. So we are going into the four knight scotch. And essentially, the line goes d4, takes, and the best move should be bishop b4, although bishop c5 is also playable, and a lot is playable in openings like this. It's pretty symmetrical, which means that it's hard to gain a decisive advantage with white unless if black makes a mistake, and simple moves tend to be good, so bishop c5 is the second best move in the position, if I remember correctly, and I'll just play bishop e3 here, which lets me develop, while also protecting this piece, and it lets me have ideas of taking the knight here, which attacks the queen. And I think they already made a mistake, if I'm not mistaken, because now knight takes attacks the queen, and after pawn takes, because you don't want to lose your queen, probably. Now I take the bishop, and I'm just up a piece. Goes to show that even at like around 1800 elo, it's very possible to make these one move blunders, and it's important to take your time when you're playing a rapid game of chess. I feel like especially in the online world, people just feel like they gotta play fast, and it's leads to people losing a lot of games. Here they're gonna play rook e8, I assume. I mean d6 is also a move, but okay, interesting. I thought rookie it makes more sense because you're targeting this pawn as well. Um, and here maybe I can even just try to trade pieces. Bishop d4, asking where the knight's gonna go. I guess the knight has g4, but that doesn't really scare me. Um, or I could just stay principled and like try to reroute to g5, which I like better actually. So I'm gonna go back. If rook here now or queen here now, then I have bishop d3, castles, and I mean I'm just straight up a piece. It definitely feels nice to be on the side of the table or the board or the screen that is not making the blunder and not having to play down a piece. I know what it's like to play down a piece. It's not fun. I can tell you that much for sure. Um, Interesting decision here. So I mean, I don't really mind this. I mean, I can just castle, and if takes, pawn takes. But I should think about what my opponent's going to try to do as well. So castling, I mean, they're going to try to bring the queen in, maybe. Um, do I have a better option here? I mean, I wanted to play this. I can just play queen f3 myself. I think it's what I'm going to do. Um, Queen f3, because like I don't really mind this. It looks good for me in the sense that my rook's going to be active here, but at the same time, I don't want the doubled pawns for no reason. And I don't see a downside to this move, at least immediately. Although I guess they can try to go rook here, but then I can just sidestep. I think I'm fine. So we're just gonna go queen f3 if takes, queen takes, and I think we're just doing okay. We can even castle long now and try to push these pawns. I feel like that could be really fun. We have the piece advantage. We have all the attacking ideas in the position. So maybe just trying to go for like h4, g4, that sort of thing could be fun. Although I'm trying to play those moves more concretely now, so I want to have an actual idea behind them instead of like, oh, I'm building pressure. Let me attack. Also, bishop c4 looks like a nice move here. Now that my queen is defend, I mean, my knight was already defending it, but yeah, bishop c4 targeting this looks really solid. Although I guess they just play bishop e6, but trading pieces is very much in my favor. Here, do I castle long? I don't want to castle long anymore now that I'm thinking about it. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my knight on a4 because this knight's not going anywhere else really. And I'm going to defend this pawn with that knight. I'm also going to be able to just play something like b3. Hold on, maybe instead I can just play b3 right now. b3, they go rook here. Doesn't bother me. I can just play a3. Yeah, I'll just play b3. Why not? Why not play b3? I don't see an issue with it. Yes, my knight is not defended right now, but it's on a dark square, and they don't have any dark square pieces. Oh, besides a queen. And I think I want to reroute my knight to this side. So I like knight a4 because technically, you know, it's on an outpost. They can't ever push it out with a pawn. But my knight's not doing anything there. My knight's not ever going to go here, at least not anytime soon. Why would I commit my piece to the edge of the board, right? Okay, so knight here. I'm just going to sidestep to e2. I think that's fairly straightforward as a move. And I mean, if he takes, I'm happy. If he doesn't take, I have this. And I'm castling kingside now for sure. I can maybe even play f4. F4 could be fun. F4 is a forcing move. It also builds the attack. I mean, I assume knight takes after f4. Or maybe, no, actually f4, there's this. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe I should play h3 first and then f4. Yeah, maybe that's better. I'm also playing pretty fast. That's nice. Like, I feel like I'm talking a lot, but at the same time, I'm making my decisions fairly quickly. It helps to be up a piece, for sure. There's not a single doubt about that. But yeah, I mean, let's see what my opponent tries to go for. I feel like if I don't make any huge mistakes, I should be fine. But then again, you know, we've seen crazy things happen in some of the games I've played. Also, I just realized that queen e2 defeats the purpose of b3 because now my knight can't go on to e2. So might have made things a little bit more complicated for myself. Maybe it would have been better to go back to d1. Also, there's, I mean, like, always going to be tactics with the rook and the queen lined up, especially when the king is behind it. So I'm going to try to castle as soon as I can. Step away from some of those troubles, some of those hard times. Okay. I mean, now I can just play f3, right? f3, queen check, f2, g3, sorry. G3 is bad. You lose a piece. I don't see it. Takes, then check with the queen. So here, takes, queen check. Wait, no, here, takes, queen check. Can I not just block? I think I can just block. I'll just do this. Maybe I'm missing something. Entirely possible. Here. Okay. So the idea is bishop takes. Bishop takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, king takes. I think this is okay for me. Sure. Can the queen get away with check? I guess this is more accurate. But at the same time, if I move my king out of the way, no, nothing's hanging after the queen moves. And then this becomes a big problem. So queen takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, king here, and I still win the bishop back. So we're fine. We are fine. Okay. So queen takes. It's a nice idea. Pawn takes, bishop takes, and then king f2. And this bishop is trapped. Not a bad idea by my opponent, though. Very resilient. I probably could have converted that a little bit better. But we calculated down the line, and this bishop's not going anywhere. This is something to worry about, but it can't happen really fast. I mean, if they play rook here, but still they have to play this, and then I can just take. No biggie. Okay. I'm taking with the knight. My knight looks like it's the worst piece in the position at the moment. Yeah. Okay. And my pieces are a little weird right now. I'd love to play like knight g5. But I mean, it's kind of a one move threat. They play this. I guess the biggest thing is rook g1. Rook g1 looks like I must play it. Like there's no reason for me not to play rook g1. I'm gonna go here on this outpost. Looks very solid. I don't see an issue with this move. Let's do it. So defending. And then I should probably try to play a3, b4. If I can. Is there a faster way to defend this knight? Maybe just move it to this square. Try to go after this pawn. Also, this square is this, like this bishop is kind of loose right now. What is that move? If I can trade the rooks, it's a good thing. But I kind of want to go rook g1. He's trying to bring his king in. That's what he's trying to do. Okay, I see. Do I have bishop takes? No, I don't. Of course, silly me. Let's just go rook. Let's go rook e1. Maybe get a little messy, but I kind of want to try playing this, keeping my pieces just fully locked in, and offering a trade of rooks because this rook's not really going many places. This kind of forces a trade of rooks actually. Like if you take a look at this move, this forces a trade of rooks because if you go here, then knight here, and if you go here, it doesn't force it, I guess. But anyways, I'll play this. It looks good. Also attacks a pawn. See this, I don't mind. Here. Okay. And now I just have to figure out how to convert my advantage. Like I have a huge advantage, it's undeniable. I'll play knight here first. Trying to go after this pawn. Okay, he didn't see it. Go knight back. I'm threatening this. Lots of threats in the position, which is nice. Yeah, if I don't blunder big time, I should be fine. Good way to blunder? Well, not blunder, I guess, but knight here is really, yeah, okay, there you go. So here makes a lot of sense to me. It just kind of puts the knight on a really good square that blocks any forward movement from the pawns. I am playing a little quickly, though, I will say. Should probably take a little bit more time. Also, this pawn's a big weakness. But I don't see a good way. Okay, they resign. I mean, I was winning. Like, there's no question about that. Well played game. Very happy about it. Let's see exactly how it went in the analysis. All right, so this game started with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, knight f6, which is the four knights opening, the four knights game. And here d4 walks into the four knights scotch, which we all know and love very well on this channel. And here my opponent played a reasonable way, taking on d4, knight takes back. And here the engine move, the top move is bishop b4. But I mean, it's more a stylistic choice of how you choose to play the game. It's not like one is significantly worse or better than the other. Bishop c4 is also fine. It allows me to play bishop e3, develop a piece while protecting my knight. And this is a huge mistake, and there's not really any bouncing back from that. What you have to realize when there's tension in the center of the board, which means that when there are pieces that are able to capture each other, just because you have calculated that on the previous move, it was fine to play whatever you played with that tension in the middle, doesn't mean that that will always be the case, especially after I've played a move that adds tension, right? So previously, these knights were able to capture each other. My opponent played this bishop move, and I played a very natural looking move, which is just bishop defending the knight. But moves are not single purposed. Moves can be multi-purpose. In this specific opening, in this example, I am not only defending my knight, I'm threatening to take the knight with an attack on the queen while also attacking the bishop. So it's kind of a fork in a way. And my opponent doesn't see it, and that's why it's so important not necessarily to drill down and study openings, but to understand the ideas behind certain openings. I don't really try to study an opening move by move and memorize it. What I try to understand is what's important and what is my opponent or myself trying to accomplish when I play a certain opening. And here, my opponent just played too quickly and didn't realize the threat in the four knight scotch. And knight takes on c6 is just winning because you got a free bishop. And I didn't play this the most accurately. Okay, bishop e3 is good. Bishop d3 is good. And here, yeah, I mean, everything's fine. Playing b3 is fine. And my opponent went for this idea, which I thought was pretty cool, but it just doesn't work. Here I could have played queen f2. Yeah, I don't know why. Wait, what? Why didn't I think of bishop f2? That's so obvious. But anyways, I mean, I calculated this and I realized it was fine. After knight takes, queen takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, and it would not have been fine if my pawn was not on e4, but my pawn is on e4, and so this bishop is trapped. And I win the piece, and I am simply just up a piece for a pawn. And I mean, look at my position, look at my opponent's pawns. Yes, my king is not safe, but how are you going to attack it? My king is safe. Like, I think I struggled with this as well. I think I struggled with the concept of king safety. For me, I thought, oh, if a king is out in the open, it is not safe. That's not true. If there's nothing that can attack it, your king is pretty safe. Um, and yeah, my piece was just way better. And then here we traded the rooks, which you always definitely want to do when you're up in material. And well, not always. Chess is not a game of absolutes, but at the same time, I mean, here it worked out. And knight h7, and you know what is my opponent going to do? I understand why they resigned. There's not really any progress to be made. And I think, I mean, even more like concretely, anywhere you go with the king is pretty bad. like, like where are you supposed to go? Um, there's no point in playing on this rate. The engine says +6. I mean, I think any decent chess player can look at this position and say it's done. And by decent, I mean minimum 1,000. So with that being said, quick win. Day 50 in the books. In 50 days, we have gained a total of 183 elo. We were just on the precipice of hitting 1,800 in one of the previous games. Unfortunately, fell down a little bit, but hey, 1,783 ain't half bad for somebody who started doing this. Or started this series, I should say, at 1,600 elo less than 2 months ago, 50 days ago. I'm really happy with my progress. I'm hoping I can make more. I have an over the board tournament coming up very soon on the 29th. So in 5 days' time in Singapore. So I'm super excited for that, and I'm planning on studying extensively. So hopefully that it shows in my rapid games as well. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for watching and thanks for supporting. And I really do appreciate it. For those who watch and who are not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It's totally free. I also put out a. I'm also a freestyle rapper. I do a little bit of music on the side, and I decided to write a little parody rap of a popular song, "Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar, and I made it chess themed. I had a lot of fun doing that. It's on my other channel, so go check that out. And I'm probably going to do a few more different chess rap parodies in the future too. So it should be fun. But with all that being said, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. And let's see if we can keep on moving up. Let's do this. Goodbye, y'all. I'll catch you next time.